Hey, what up, guys?
Hey,
How
what's
you guys
up?
doing?
Okay.
Let's study for that Frankenstein test.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, I think we should start off by like this one question. Like, if you guys remember, like in the beginning, Luther read that book called Cornelius Agrippa.
Oh,
Like, yeah. So do you think that it would have changed anything if Victor's father was to like explain why he should read that book?
Actually, I don't think it would have changed because, well, actually, maybe it could have changed because, like, let's say he explained it, then it would have altered Victor's view on the philosophy, and maybe it could have maybe had a big impact. What do you think, Rohan?
Actually, I think it wouldn't have changed Victor's view. Because it seemed as almost Victor was trying to find excuses to read the book. Victor's father already said the book is terrible, or philosophers, their ideas are terrible. But Victor found an excuse and said his father doesn't know what he's talking about. And it seemed like Victor was so determined to read that book.
Yeah, I also agree. What else do you guys think that was really interesting that popped out of the book?
Well, I wanted to know why Victor wanted to create such a creation. Like, why did he want to create that creature?
Well, I feel like I feel like he was saying all the things about it's rather it was better for humankind because he was able to make this creature and everyone would be able to bring back the dead. But I feel like although that sort of may be going on his head, I think the main reason why is because of arrogance. I feel like he had this sort of God complex in a way where he wanted to replace God as sort of the higher person.
Oh, so he wanted to almost disprove nature, and he wanted to. I remember he stated he wanted to discover the secrets of heaven and hell. So that makes total sense.
Yeah.
I totally get where you're coming from.
I also think in the book there was a quote he had a dream about his mother covered in the shrouds,
Sure,
a kind of really unearthly dream, he had his dream about his mother dead and all, and I think I could connect that
Here,
to the bringing back of Frankenstein. The creature, I mean, because I feel like he would just feel like the creature was connected to his mother somehow. He just wanted to bring them to life, some kind of supernatural element.
Oh, I found the quote you were talking about. I thought that I held the corpse of my dead mother in my arms. A shroud enveloped her form, and I saw the grave worms crawling in the folds of her flannel. I think Victor almost wanted to bring back his mother from the dead. He was disgusted, in a way, he was disgusted by his own mother's death. He was disgusted.
Yeah, you
when...
could say that he was inspired by his mother's death to bring back a creature.
Yeah, I totally see where you're coming from. Alright guys, anything else you guys want to throw out there?
Okay, so this is a huge one, okay? Do you think that William's murder was justified, and how so?
Okay, well, William's murder, that was when Frankenstein basically ran into the little boy and murdered him. I don't think it was justified, but I see why the creature would want to do it. And technically it's not a murder. Technically he didn't want to murder him, he wanted to silence him. But I see where the creature was coming from. In his short life, he basically hated his creator, Victor Frankenstein. And after the cottage people abandoned him or rejected him, he hated humans more than ever. It was almost as a sort of vengeance to get back at Victor to murder William. And it's not justified, but I totally see what the creature was doing. Want to add anything?
So I think the cottagers actually have another thing to discuss. I'd like to discuss the cottagers' effect on the creature, because as we all know, the creature in his childhood he was kind of beaten up by humans, the villagers at first. Then he went to the hovel, and then he tried to learn the cottagers' language. He went so far to calling them as his protectors. He tried to talk to them, communicate, but then they beat him up, and actually he declared war on mankind after that. What do you think that effect had on the creature?
Well, I think being betrayed by his creator and then being betrayed by his protectors, or the people he finally first trusted, humans, which he learned everything from basically, I think that was just the tipping point of his, let's say, I don't know how to say it, but I would say it's the tipping point of his behavior. He was influenced to go murder and then blame Justine after that. It was just too much for him.
I also think that it's like a big part of like jealousy, because if you think about it, William, he is like living a good life. He has parents who take care of him. He has like other people like Elizabeth who deeply care about him, and Justine. Like all these people loved William, and so I feel like Frankenstein, his father technically, Victor, left him, and I feel like you see like those two people contrasting, and I see Frankenstein, the monster, wanted to be more like William, but knew that was never gonna happen. So that's like he acted out his jealousy and tried to like silence it.
Wow, I really learned some stuff here today. Well,
I think we're ready for the test.
yeah, and
Yeah,
next
honestly.
one, I know you and Hoyung have to go get your pickle sandwiches,
Oh,
so I'll let you
pickle
guys go.
sandwich.
Let's go.
All right,
Pickle
guys.
sandwich, guys.
Smash that like